What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to my channel called My Miraculous Life. My name is Michael, Mike Peasy, whatever you know me as. I know you're wondering, why the heck are you dressed up? Whose funeral did you go to? I actually came because you invited me. You clicked on this video because of the title. So I am here to help put your relationship to rest. I'm not going to come in with some cheesy intro and all that yada yada pinata stuff. I'm just going to hit it from the heart. And the moment that this video turns black and white, trust me, it's not your phone being busted or broken up. It's about me displaying on your phone, and I'm about to bust up your life. Here we go. Everybody ready? You ready? Okay, go ahead. Oh, I just want to make sure. The name of this video is called The Long Road Ahead. That's right. It's called The Long Road Ahead for a reason. Let's not hold off anymore, and let's break it down. You have been in a relationship. You've been in a relationship either for a short period of time, or you've been in a relationship for a long period of time. And you are going through something right now called a breakup. And more than likely, a heartbreak. So I wanted to tell you a couple things that you should probably write down or memorize or play this video over and over, because I am here to give you light in the darkness. How long were you together? See, if you're with somebody for a short period of time, it doesn't seem to matter if they are somebody who's really that important to you. I mean, they might have that effect on you where you're just like, hey, they make me feel awesome about myself, and I'm kind of sad to see them go, or I'm a little hurt and let down, kind of used to their time in my life. But when you're with somebody for a long period of time, and you've given them a lot of yourself, everything of yourself, I'm talking about like you've given them your mind, you've given them your heart, you've given them your body, you've given them your money, you've given them everything, and they, in exchange at it all, don't seem to care at all. Come on, wake up. This is that moment where I'm gonna ring the doorbell in your head. Are you ready? You have something called value. I know a lot of people don't put value into our own self-value. I said it that many times so it sticks in your head. You have value, no matter how much, like if you're a type of person that, if you're very empathetic to the situations and you have a heart that wants to help people and you genuinely love talking through your problems, and some of us are one of those types of people where we gotta fix the problems like right then and there. It doesn't matter if we gotta stay up all night talking, we're gonna solve these issues. And then there's other people that are like, hey, I need time to cool off so that way I can think things through in my own mind, so that way I'm not going to irrationally or just misbehave my emotions when I try to confront you about the problem. That was tough. So if you don't realize your own self-value, then what good are you? What's going to more than likely happen in any relationship becomes a self-dependency and a codependency. The self-dependent people seem to be the ones that, I hate to say this, but you abuse a lot of the power. And when you have that power of being the one who's either the head bread maker, or you're the person that's like, hey, look, I'm making the plan, or you're the kind of person that takes initiative and you gotta have it your way and you're gonna make it have it your way, and that's okay in some situations. But to have that as a lifestyle forever can be detrimental to your mental health. And for the people that are not the codependent people, those are the ones that are like, hey, what are we gonna do this weekend? Well, I thought you were gonna pick the restaurant. I didn't know what you wanted me to do because you didn't tell me what you wanted me to do. And I know, I believe I'm that second person. I naturally have a sensitivity and emotional tendencies within myself, so that way whenever I seem to express myself in any sort of way, I'm very passive. And unfortunately, if you are one of these people that's very passive, then you're going to tend to be very passively aggressive. If you don't have the courage enough to speak up for yourself in these moments of your relationship where you see it crumbling, and you just break yourself instead by holding it in. I explained it to somebody as if And the longer you hold in your own opinions and your own thoughts in your own relationship, it's like as if you're giving somebody an endless string of a tube song. And all they're doing is raveling it more and more to just jam it in your mouth. That way you have nothing to say. You're pacified. And how much can you eventually fit there until it's already slobbed up. It's been years. You just muffled yourself for so long until you just explode. And you explode in the most hurtful way because you remember all those hurtful things that you never talked about, that you never tried to approach because you thought it would make matters a lot worse. Well, let's talk about being devastated and loneliness. And what comes with that pain when your trust is broken by somebody? What comes with the properties of having to be alone again? Used to just having that person by your side, it can break you. It can break you. I really believe that some people don't know how strong you really are as a person until you have no choice but to be strong. When they leave you, or you leave them, and you're dealing with that constant battle of loneliness. And as long as you're out and about with your friends, life can be great and you're not thinking about a thing. But the moment you get home to that lonely ass kitchen, and you think to yourself for a second, why, Lord Jesus, why? Why can't you send me somebody, Lord? Or why'd they do this, Lord? I realized, I told somebody the other day that I don't know what you believe, if you believe in God, if you believe in the universe and its energy, or if you just don't believe in any spirituality at all, and it's just on your own proper mentality. I respect all points of view. But I wanted to tell you that sometimes you have to go out there and you gotta yell. I would strongly recommend for somebody, as crazy as you may look to somebody, if you're at that point where all the emotional stress has got to you so bad that you have so much anxiety, it doesn't matter who you talk to, because the problem is still there, lurking in your mind. The pain is still there, anguishing in your heart like a cancer that's slowly eating you up. You need to go yell. Like, for real, go yell. Go to the beach and just yell at the top of your lungs. Question God. Don't curse God, but question God. If you don't believe in God, then just yell, why? Let it out, because you can't hold that stuff in. Now, how do you deal with the loneliness? You got to find that there is a science behind it. I believe it's called serotonin that comes in, and it's a depressing chemical that shoots into your brain, into your nervous system, and you just, isolation tends to be the route that you go to when you're in pain. If you don't talk to your friends about it, if you don't do anything about it, and you just sit there and you lurk through their social media trying to find out what they're doing or who they're with, have they moved on so quickly, you're just killing yourself more. Because deciding to move on, or whether it's your choice or not, is a conscious decision that you have to make. It's a conscious choice that you have to make. And you can either live in the past, hoping that it's going to forever be your present, kind of mentally ill, or you can choose to accept it as hard as it is, as tough of a task that it is, as big of a boulder that it is on your shoulders to carry, that the loneliness won't win. You won't allow it to win, because you're stronger than that. You're better than that. You know that you have value. It doesn't matter what you look like. Get off of that. Like, for real, get off of that. Like, don't be thinking or so concerned about, like, man, do I look great? I need to work out so that way I can be attractive. And that's great if you want to work out to feel confident about yourself. But for the purposes and the intentions of trying to just lure yourself into a relationship that you're frankly not ready for, I wouldn't recommend it. I would do it as a stress relief. I would do it as like something that can be alleviating for you. Maybe some of us aren't the workout kind of people. Maybe some of us are the people that just are really creative, and you need to just write a song. You need to write a poem. You need to make a drawing. You need to start knitting that blanket you've always wanted to knit. Just do something that's going to change your mentality. Keep her distracted, because eventually one day, I promise you this, one day you're going to wake up and that pain that person put inside your heart is going to be gone. It's going to be gone. And you're going to be thankful for it, because when you look at them, you won't look at them in such bitterness and anger that they did you wrong, that it's unfair to you, that you shouldn't be going through this because you are a good person. You did X, Y, Z, and then you started all over again and you continued with A, B, C. I mean, you can only do so much, because a person's happiness doesn't come from the circumstances around you. Remember that. You have the power to make yourself happy. Nobody else. People could put a smile on your face. People could give you compliments. I mean, somebody of the opposite sex can tell you something that kind of tickles you a little bit, something you're not used to hearing all the time, and that's all good. But to have that to be your motivation for everything is wrong. Because in reality, what happens when people don't tell you anything? What happens when you don't feel so good about yourself that day? What happens when you don't get a lot of likes on your picture that you posted? No. It comes from yourself. Being content. Knowing that you don't have everything you want. Believe me, you wouldn't be on this page right now if your soulmate was in your life. You'd be right there just hugging them, kissing them. Maybe you do have them in your life. Just love them. Be thankful for them. They're not perfect, and they're never going to be perfect. But the fact that if they stop showing effort and regard for you and your well-being, if they don't care to put you as a priority in their life, if you are secondary, or if you've been cheated on, heartbroken, and devastated by somebody's poor choices, don't lose sight, because they fucked up. Yeah, I said it. They messed up hard. Don't lose sight of yourself, because you have value. And I guarantee you, the moment you start to realize this and you display it every day, and how you are and how you uphold yourself, they're going to see it. They're going to see it. And you know what? Success and happiness is the best revenge in those situations. It's not about, hey, look where I'm at, or like, boo thing, check it out, I already got somebody. No. It is about saying, man, like, they don't need me. Like, they're doing fine without me. Because you are doing fine without them. This is the long road ahead. That's what it is. It's not easy. You don't know it. You're not familiar with it. But it's a conscious choice that you made. You got no choice. You can't be walking back that way. They're not there anymore. That thing's under construction. There's no entryway in the back to the past. There's only this. This is it. I'm gonna be here with you. I promise you that. I will be here with you every day of the week and twice on Sunday, because I know what it's like to have your heart broken. I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to feel like nobody gives a shit about you. But I do. I want to help you. I want to help you for some reason that God put in my heart. So as we sit here at the end of the video and we watch your relationship be put to rest and be buried into the ground, don't look at them with anger, frustration, or bitterness, but look at them with happiness and joy. Because whether they were a great person to you or they were an awful person to you, be thankful for them and the memories that you had the opportunity to make with them, because they helped make you who you are today. Learn from those things. Be thankful for those things. And for the next person that comes along in your life, you already know what to look for. You already know the good qualities in them, not looking for red flags in them. Look at the great things that person has to offer. Okay? Take care, you guys. God bless, and until the next video.